sounds pretty complicated, won't lie.
It's complicated. I didn't expect the whole thing's become this fucking weird.
Complicated, yeah, it's fucking weird. Oh, damn.
Yes. Oh man.
Fuck.
All right, I see it's going
God,
live.
shit.
Nice. Oh yeah, it's a good angle. Nice. Okay. When it hits 9, Mips, you're gonna cut off the string. I'm gonna set up the whole brand new title and things for the channel, and then we're gonna start a stream again once the nears come is getting on, something like that. So yes. Anyway. All right. So let me see. Okay, I see myself now. Okay, cool. Hopefully no one's watching the previous thing. So anyway, hello boys, it's me, Anderson. I'm having a really frustrating time and feeling. But yeah, welcome to the talk show. Today we're gonna probably talk about anything, Probably would be games, games because I'm a gamer. Well, not a gamer in real life, and I help alpha male. But anyway. I'm a beta. I'm a beta. I'm an alpha between. I'm a one between alpha and beta. Yeah.
Beta.
No. Hold on. I haven't finished my introduction yet. I haven't finished my introduction yet. Eddie, come on.
Sorry.
It's a talk show right now, and things change. I just received the information. Well, if anyone's watching right now, but I ain't gonna state that. So 40 minutes later, it's a podcast about the VRChat content creator and kidnapping. That podcast gonna be still going alive, but 40 minutes later. So something went wrong about the time schedule, something like that. But anyway, so welcome to the talk show, and then this is Eddie across the table over here. He's one of my friends. He's a great guy. He's a chill guy, actually. Yeah, he's cool. But anyway, we'll talk about games. So so today we're gonna talk about anything, but more mainly will be game. It's a fan of Metro. I'm a fan of Metro too. I mean the Metro 2033.
The Metro series is really good.
Yeah, it is. Well, no. I hope the game is actually an open world. When the.
Wait, are you talking about Exodus?
No. I'm talking about like 2000, like the very first one, the 2033. Like when he first came out, I think like, damn, if this game is open world, damn, the whole game would be so cool. Like think about you running the tunnel, and then you go to different station for trading, and then you're meeting commoners and you're meeting Nazis. Damn, the whole thing would be so.
Yeah, but you got to remember that it's based. The whole games, every game is based on a book, so it's based off the book. So you got to remember that it's gonna always have it's gonna be in chapter intervals no matter what you do. However, Metro Exodus is actually going to be somewhat semi-open worlded, because you're going to be traveling on train, but that's different. But that's not the 2033 one. That's like fucking Exodus. And that's not either Last Light anyways. Actually, speaking of 2033, the fucking first one was complete garbage. Garbage.
What do you mean the first one is complete garbage?
Okay, well the first one was complete garbage. The Redux was better because.
So you're talking about the graphic then?
No. The graphics were fine, but the AI in the first one was complete and utter garbage, because all they did was like literally do your job for you. But even then in the Redux and Last Light, they still do fucking like do your job for you. Like, oh, okay, you wanna like, oh, hey, look, there's a few cobwebs lying around. You could burn them yourself, but like Pavlov or Pavel, whatever his name was, I can't remember.
Yeah.
But fucking, he does the job for you, so it makes you feel very insignificant from, let's say, like if you were to burn them yourselves, or if you were to do this job yourself. Like you'd feel like you were being more of a contribution to the mission or whatever.
I don't think
it was.
I don't think that way at all. Because like most of the time you play the game alone. You rarely have the time. Have
in
the
Last Light, yes. In Last Light, yes, but in 2033, that was a very prevalent problem, because
really
you always had the supporting characters around you, and like not very many people like stand around and do nothing, like especially in these types of games. But in 2033, before the Redux version, if you stand around and did nothing, the fucking AIs could literally shoot everything, literally everything, and you didn't have to lift a finger.
I didn't notice that. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it something?
Exactly.
Is it something with the difficulty?
I would assume it's something with the difficulty, but as well as the support character's AI, because they do too much for you rather than doing like too little. Like, because there's a certain balance between support characters that you need in games. Like, you want them to do something, but you can't have them do nothing.
Yeah.
So there's a certain balance that you need, and that's usually kind of how like life and games goes, like in general, because you need a certain balance between everything: support characters, level design, whatnot. So in Metro 2033,
that actually reminds me. Have you like ever played some really previous Call of Duty games, like Call of Duty 4
Call of Duty?
5?
Sorry, hold up. I'm sitting up really quick.
Yeah,
I really haven't touched the Call of Duty series in a while because it's kind of been a recycled wash of like.
Oh yeah, it's true. Well, this is what it is right now.
Thing. Yeah, it isn't what it used to be. Like, for example, like Call of Duty Black Ops. Like, I don't know why Call of Duty Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2.
About the newest one?
The first one, Black Ops, the first one. The first one and Modern Warfare 2. For some reason, those like spiked in popularity. They were really good.
Yeah,
and then
good.
after after that, like I don't know why. It was either the cancerous, like toxic fucking community, or just main.
It's
like,
all
I don't know
about
what it was.
the developer. They fucked up the whole series title. Man,
exactly.
They can do much better. Trust me.
They could have done much better, but like along with the sequels with Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, like sure, Black Ops 2 was somewhat of an improvement. But it still kind of held the same basis and was just kind of confusing as well. I would say the games
after Black Ops 2, those are
those were not so great, to be honest. Modern Warfare 3 was like, and then whatever was meh. So it's just kind of like, it's one of the game series that have been running on for so long that it just kind of loses its taste. Like, for example, Halo. If you've ever played Halo, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, well, then I'll inform you on that subject.
Okay.
Halo's been running on since the 2000s, since the first generation of Xbox, and they have like their 5th or 6th installment coming up soon. They have their 5th. No, they've already had their 5th installment, kind of, because they've had a lot of side games in the meantime. Really? But they've had a few fuck-ups, So Bungie, the original creators of Halo, has left the scene, and now 343 Industries, which is something that was produced by Microsoft, to preserve Halo and literally get a cash grab for all the fucking cash they need, has just taken over the project themselves. So long as fucking Bungie was like, hey. They made a deal, actually. That was kind of the point. They made a deal. They said, if you make the 2 next Halo games, we'll let you off the hook. And excuse me, sorry. Kind of.
Yeah, never.
Yeah. But they said, if you make the 2 next Halo games, we'll let you off the hook. And we'll just pick up the Halo series from there. And from there on, Halo has been one of those series that has been trying to follow the books and the story and the lore, but it's honestly downgraded as a game itself because of its yearly It's yearly production. It's fucking,
just like Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly like Call of Duty, because Call of Duty has the same problem. It's always okay. Guess what? Hey guys, what do we need?
Too much.
Yeah, exactly. Like fucking in like we're having like in this exact meeting room. Somebody goes, "All right, Jimmy, we need a new idea for Call of Duty. Let's do it. All right, are you ready? Let's do it. All right, okay, cool. All right, give me something. We need ideas, fellas. We need ideas.
World War II.
And then World War II. Oh, great. Remember how we did World War II back in like 2005 or 2007? Let's do it again, but this time in HD graphics. Genius, you're hired! Literally, that's like the current state of affairs at Call of Duty and Infinity Ward, because honestly, that's where they're going with this. Like, it's been a recession. Like, to be honest, most of the game series, well, most of the big developers, honestly, well, some of them, I'm not sure if like all of them, but there's been a very like high increase in remasters. Like for example, Halo remaster, Dark Souls remaster, and a bunch of other shit. Now, I'm not sure how this connects to everything else, but like, it's just something to talk about, I guess. Anyhow, so those things do come up with prevalent problems because one, there's the looming fact of there's two options, there's two roads you can take with remasters. Always two roads. Okay. There's you can keep it original with the high resolution graphic and just have it stay the same, but then you have to keep in mind that the second option is keep the game the same, but have different subjects and different like items or stuff hidden awry or around for the new players or for the returning players. Because always there's going to be returning players because you could have a remaster, but because it's remastered. Exactly. And people love a blast to the fucking past. Like like for example, like the Kingdom Hearts series. The Kingdom Hearts series have had several remasters.
Oh really?
Actually. It's not really a remaster of the whole game, but they've had collections of the game where they literally just import it to the PS3 or the PS4. So they've had those several things, but they have not changed the game in its entirety. All they did was have it 60 FPS compatible, and that was pretty much it.
Oh, that sucks.
Aside from the PS2 versions, which were like fucking 15 FPS or whatever and whatnot, because the PS2 versions were like, base fucking PS2 can't handle a lot of shit. Because it's PS2.
Well, I have
you
a good time with PS2
though. Yeah, PS2 was fun, won't lie, but still, you get what I'm saying. So remasters have been a fucking constant like thing in this genre of like AAA gaming titles and whatnot. And I wouldn't be like, especially with the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 remaster, like that's a certain thing. It's but like there's been like way too many remasters to count.
Well, sometimes business like running out of ideas and then they just want to make more money.
Exactly.
From the
it's usually, for the
know.
most part, it's just always a cash grab. It's always been a cash grab.
Yeah. Well,
since,
game company, like they need something.
They need to make,
they need to make money, cash. But they don't have the ideas of that.
Yeah, but like they're not always bad because like one good one was I want to say the Doom 2016 reboot. That was fucking amazing. Hell yes.
That is.
The music was perfect. The fucking gameplay was literally on point to well, no, I wouldn't want to say on point from like the Doom originals.
Okay.
Like, Doom 1 and Doom 2. But they were a very good it was a good improvement because it was still fast paced, it was still fucking brutally shit. And the music just added on to that. It was basically your like technical, guess what? We have demons here. And it was basically like your fucking your brutal fucking I want to shoot shit 2017 like paradise. So like if you're looking for a good brutal time like and just ripping shit apart, fuck, I keep hitting my ripping shit apart. If you want that, then like Doom 2016 is the game for you. Yeah, you play that game.
Wait, talk about that. Have you ever played the game The Hate Creed?
The Hate Creed? No, I actually have not played Hate Creed.
But you know about that game, right?
Actually, I have no clue.
It's a top-down perspective shooter, and then Hate Creed is all about a really edgy, emo, mid-aged male, and then he.
Oh wait, are you talking about like Hate? Hate, just in general? I think the name of the game was Hate.
No, it's
Hatred or something.
No, it's just
there
Hatred.
You go. Yeah. Okay, so I've heard about the game. Wasn't that one of the games that had like the that was one that got the A adult rating?
Maybe, I don't know. But it's brutal as shit though. It's brutal as shit.
That was a very controversial game because it was just since the fact that the literal main player had no motive other than to like end the world. The fucking ESRB was like, "Whoa, guys, whoa!"
The first time I heard about that game, I was like, "Holy shit, really?"
Yeah, it was kind of like, whoa, hold up. Hey, excuse me, are you publishing a game that's about killing people because it's
And
fun to kill
basically,
people.
school shootings, train
Yeah,
station
basically,
shooting, police station shooting. Holy shit!
basically, it was
Yeah,
it was a very fucking intense game.
brutal. Yeah, it
It
is.
was
It is.
brutal. So
And it's
yeah,
actually pretty
that
fun.
was.
It's actually pretty fun to play too. I enjoy my time killing civilians and cops. I'm sorry. Just like GTA, just in GTA.
I think you need a mental hospital.
Oh, fuck you. But yeah,
Yeah.
hatred is like the thing. The one game I really related to hatred, like this kind of type of like.
Okay, wait, hold up. You related to it?
No,
That seems
another
like a
game. No, another game. Holy shit! How can I relate to that game, motherfucker? Well, I like gun, but I don't like to shoot people. That's different. Holy shit!
Well, I mean,
Like,
everybody likes guns. You could literally just play a Modern Warfare fucking gamer or something and just like, hey, that's a gun. All
oh
right,
yeah,
bang.
true.
Like, to
Yeah,
be honest.
true.
But
Yeah.
still, like,
But anyway, so like
mm,
you know the game Postal.
Postal. Yeah, that kind of has the
Yeah.
same basis on it, to be honest. But it's
Yeah,
not
but
like
the Postal, I would say Postal is a little bit different. Postal is more like a joke, like a joke game.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Postal's more like you can do what you want, but like the main because the main objective of Postal in like some of the is like some simple task, like go get eggs or go get some
Go to
milk
buy
or
something. Yeah. Well, like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
literally, it's
Yeah.
just go buy something from the store, but you literally have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yes.
You want to piss that person off at the corner that's working in the corner for like $50 an hour and give him 25 instead. You can fucking do that. You want to go see that black man and just bang, you can do that. Like literally, it's just you have free range to do whatever you fucking want, and that's literally the beauty of some of these things. Fuck.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, so far, Hatred is
yeah.
like the only one that take the whole things to the next level, I would say.
Yeah, like taking like the shoot people on like fucking
Like
contact
literally,
to the next
your main
level.
objective is to shoot people, switch plays, shoot people, and then execute them. Literally. Oh,
Pretty
man.
much. Speaking of top-down shooters, have you played any of the Metal Gear Solid series from like 1 to I think I want to say 1 to 2, because I believe those are the only top-down ones. Because I believe 3, the third one is a third person.
Yeah, for one change, I think. For one was on the PlayStation 2, I guess. Not sure.
No,
And then the previous two is also on
the
like,
third one and the second
PlayStation 1.
one. The third one and the second one were on the PlayStation 2, and the first one was on like the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I think so. No, I think I have like played the third one on PlayStation 2. I'm not sure. But I never finished the game because at that time I cannot even read fucking English. So yeah.
Okay,
like,
well,
I literally don't know what to play.
I got you because I played some of the first one and some of the second, but I have played the second one and the third one through its entirety.
Oh,
so,
really? Cool. How's the game?
Yeah, because it's a very good game actually. It's actually pretty astonishing. Like some of the boss fights in the games they're very interesting. They're very what is it? They're very different. They have a lot of variety and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's something you don't usually see in modern gaming, because usually in modern gaming it's like, oh, big boss. So like, there's this like boss that's like easy to kill. This is some trick. Like think of Legend of Zelda, for example. Ocarina of Time. Literally the formula for every boss is do this one thing and then hit the boss in a specific weak spot.
Okay, yeah.
And then do those 2 steps again until he dies.
Yeah.
In Metal Gear Solid, it's kind of the same way.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more dependent on timing, move sets, and whatnot. So like
okay.
Yeah, so it's more dependent on like how, like basically when they do stuff. It is a repetition, but it's somewhat more entertaining than like, your fucking Legend of Zelda shit. So like the vampire boss fight for when you're fighting Vamp for Metal Gear Solid 2, it's kind of the same thing. Like there are several ways to fight him. For like you can shoot a rocket launcher into the oxidized water and basically drown him of oxygen. There's a variety of ways to fight people. Like really like there's a variety of ways. Like it's not just like, oh, okay, just shoot bang bang and then over. Done.
Oh, okay. That's
Now,
actually cool.
if you've
Now I get it.
if you've heard of the fight with the end,
Yeah.
from Metal Gear Solid 3,
Okay.
that one has been a critically acclaimed boss fight for a while now because it does have a lot of
Mm.
creativity in it. Because you can complete it in
Okay.
several ways. You have to use your head a bit. So there's a directional
Okay.
microphone that you have as an item in the game,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
you can use that to listen for his breathing. And that's actually a really interesting
Okay.
concept because, like this is PS2. This is PS2. Okay?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
This is PS2 shit. But you
Mhm.
can fucking pull out your directional microphone, look for his breathing, you
Mhm.
can shoot his parrot and like
Mhm.
capture it with a tranquilizer dart, and then release that
Mhm.
parrot, and that parrot will lead you to him. There's so many ways of defeating this man
Okay.
that it's
Mhm.
really fucking interesting. Like, because
Yeah.
it's basically a sniper shootout. This man is just one of the bosses that like just stay there, and
Mhm.
his main quirk is he's a
Mhm.
sniper, and he waits.
Okay.
He waits, and if you're
Okay.
foolish, you get fucking
Mhm.
shot. Okay,
Yes.
but
Mhm.
it's very complex, and there's a variety of ways of dealing with the man instead of just
Mhm.
bang bang and pew pew.
Yeah, like just
And that's
shooting
kind
up.
of
Yeah.
yeah, that's the beauty of Metal
Yeah.
Gear Solid.
Okay.
Instead of
And
like,
how then tell me, what's the difference between the Metal Gear Solid and the Hitman 47?
Hitman 47. I actually haven't played Hitman 47,
Really?
to be honest. Yeah,
Neither
I
of
have
the
not.
any.
I have
Really?
not played any of the Hitman series because I'm kind of
Okay.
like slow on my games.
Okay. Well, yeah, this is like
So
different genre, I would say.
yeah, it's a
Well,
completely different genre. It's like a
yeah.
more sneaking, but it actually no, it's kind of not because they're both like sneaking and whatnot
Yeah,
games,
it's
but
actually pretty
still,
similar, I would say, but like
it's
kind
pretty
of in
similar in
different
context.
background.
But it's different. They're just still different games in general.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah,
But
it is. Well,
yeah,
wait, not
I have
really. It's
not.
still stealth game, right?
Yeah, they're still stealth games.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
excuse me. Oof, shit. Okay,
oof.
but yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
but
by the way,
yeah,
Eddie's
they.
drinking. Eddie's drinking
Oh yeah,
himself. He claimed
I've
himself
been.
fucking drunk, but he's not at all, I would say.
I call bullshit on that because I feel pretty fucking like wasted. My face is numb, my lips are numb, and I'm
No.
pretty
Wait.
fucked.
Like, tell me what is wasted? Like, determine wasted to me for you.
The term wasted to me is when you literally just fucking act on a whim and you just like
Okay.
giggle 24/7, or you just do stupid sporadic shit without even thinking, and then also
Oh
throw up in
no,
your
that's
bathroom
not even
24/7.
wasted. Oh hell no. Okay. Let me break it down for you right now. That
All
is
right,
not
go
even
for it.
drunk. That is when you only drink a bit. Like not I'm not saying a bit. I mean like when you drink uh like you drink enough to make you feel like happy and then feel relaxing and free and you want to do whatever you want. You feel you buff. That is when you drink a bit, like not really that much at all. It's probably like
Mm.
you maybe just went halfway through of your drunkenness, something like that. But if you drink more and based on that kind of condition, then you will get drunker and then you start to gibberish. Like literally, you cannot think. You you only know drink and puke and sleep. That's all. That's at the time when you start to passing out. But before that, before the limit, you'll be like really okay. So I guess right now you are just halfway through, and then you still have like 50% to go to getting super fucking wasted or passing out. So you can keep drinking, I would say. That's totally fine and safe. But just remember, drink 50% more, you like start to have really dizzy head and blurry vision, and then you probably will want to puke. So something like that. Man, yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped myself from drinking because, like, after this part, I've just realized, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's no longer time to have any fucking thing right now.
Okay. Wait.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much I've just said no thank you.
Okay.
Because right
Well,
now,
at least you control yourself. At least you control yourself. Sometimes
yeah,
people
hold on, I
don't.
gotta fucking text somebody.
Okay.
Right. Give me a second here. Just gonna say hello to this person
Hello.
because they find out who this person is because they have a blank name, no avatar for profile picture, and I'm actually kind of spooked. One lie.
What? All right, giving 1 second. Ooh. Okay, let me see.
Okay, so how long has the stream been running for? Because it feels like it's been a while.
Wait, who?
How long has this been running for? Because it seems like it's been a while.
Nah, it's been like
10 minutes?
27, almost 30 minutes.
Fuck, dude. I swear to God, time is an enigma for me right now because
What was that again?
I said time is an enigma for me right now because it's
A
literally
ligma.
like enigma, like something
Okay.
that's incomprehensible.
Okay, kinda. Okay.
Because, I'm kind of on that level of wasted where time doesn't really feel like time itself. It feels like yeah, it feels like it can go quick in an instant, and then at another time it can go
It's
very,
just slow
very,
as fuck.
very slow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. That
it's
happened to
literally
me
just
yesterday.
dependent.
That happened to me
Really?
yesterday, actually. I was drinking from 7 yesterday. Ready?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was drinking from 7 yesterday, and then I bring until 4, I think, 4 in the morning, 4 of today. And then, so basically what happened is that I tried to drink from 7 p.m. and then from 7 to 10, I feel the fucking time so slow that I thought it's already midnight. And after 10,
Jeez.
the time went so fast that on the next time that I check on time, it's already 4 a.m. I was like, what the fuck just happened? What happened to the 6 hours between, holy shit, like literally time just like click and then everything it's just being too late. Oof, time flies. I don't know why though. I was not that drunk, I would say. Not really that drunk. But just something sometimes just like that. Thing happen.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Oops, my bad. I fucking trying to text someone in Discord. But yeah, I
Okay.
get you. Like, literally, that's how it feels like for me right now. But except it's going a lot slower than I anticipated because
Yeah.
you know it's just
Maybe
fucking
you still have
drunk
the
shit.
conscious of like the time, like so you still have the mind, like the
No,
mindset of
I would
time.
say I'm conscious of the time, but like about an hour ago,
Yeah.
before I even came here,
Uh-huh.
I was not conscious of time. I was having a good time, and before I knew it, an hour passed by. So yeah, I'm
It's
pretty
literally
fucked.
what happened when you like go to like fun land, like the kids land, something like that when you were young, and then the time flies as hell, and then on the next second you
Like the
ask about,
amusement
oh,
park, like an
when are
amusement
we
park.
living, and then I say, oh, it's right now. So holy shit, time flies. But instead of playing games and playing the playground, we drink now. We
Yeah, instead of
it's how
playing
funny that
games and
we moving from
amusement parks
playing with
to
people in
alcoholic
the
drinks.
playground to playing the archive to playing at home from to drinking. Like our entertainment throughout the whole lives keep changing. Like
Yeah, and
literally.
I literally think technology is to blame for that because like literally with the ease of access of everything, like you could
Wait,
literally we could.
how can you blame technology when you want to drink? Like what?
Well, I mean, no, not really not want to drink, but actually yes,
Yeah.
in some to some extent, because if without technological advancement, we would not be able to ferment beer as well as we
Well,
have and have it
well,
produced as fast as we do.
well.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
drink with my friends like on VRC if
Hmm.
if there was no VR headset, like
Well,
dead ass.
yeah. I would say. Damn. I
So
think I
like,
would say I'm glad you're born in this age. I would say because man,
yeah,
you're right time, just right time. Like you're a '90s
yeah,
child, and then you are also following the trends. Like you are not too old, you're not too young either. Damn, this is like
yeah,
right on time.
exactly.
Yeah, I like this.
You, you know what I hate though? Like the
What?
I think like when the trends get like too fucking like much, like
You
millennial
talking
shit,
about like
like
Knuckles meme?
yeah, kind of like Luckin's memes or that one game, Night in the Woods, if you've ever
Night in
heard
the
of it.
Woods. Night in the
Yeah,
Woods. No, not
Night in the
really.
Woods. It's basically a game that has like kind of what that the most that some furries adopted because yada yada yada, it basically had some characters that were animals. Though it had a
Uh-huh.
kid-like theme, the furry, some furry communities adopted that as like a game that was like, oh, this is meant for me because it has animals and shit, and I'm a furry, and I'm gonna
Okay.
conform with this because it has furs. So
Okay.
basically, shit like that, and basically
Mhm.
calling that shit a good game because it's story based, it's story rich, and it just literally runs on nothing but story. I
Oh, so
mean,
you're talking about like the you do know this the type of game named Visual Nova, right? Like,
hmm?
you know, the Visual Nova? No, Novel? No, how do
Oh,
you say it
visual
in
novel. Yeah, I've heard of visual
novel? Yeah, yeah.
novels before. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so are you
It's
talking about
kind
like
of
visual
like
novel
that.
or
Yeah,
yeah, isn't it?
yeah. It's something. Yeah. I guess I would be. Some things like that are pretty okay. Like,
Really? I thought you just say you
yeah.
hate it.
Well, mm, it's kind of odd. It's an odd opinion I have. Like, it's kind of like in between. Some I do, some I don't. Like, I don't know. I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't. I wouldn't consider The Walking Dead a visual novel. Like, the ones on
Oh,
Xbox
it
and shit.
is. It's actually is. It's
Really?
actually is. It is, but it's more like
It's more action
visual.
oriented. Yeah, it's more like
Yeah,
visual shit.
the game itself is more like story based and test based. Like and there's nothing like
It's
you don't
more
really need to
reaction
do.
like based. It's like more like dependent
Oh,
on what you do and what how
yeah,
you do
something
it.
like that, something
And
like
that's
that.
why it's interesting. That's why it was interesting. And that's how like that one game
No,
that I was talking about.
I think
Yeah.
it's good because of the story. I just like the story to be honest. I just felt the game is too cool, too good.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit! All right, damn, time flies. You're right. Fuck me. Now it's 8:54. Okay. All right, we should be preparing for the next podcast then. All right. So 5 minutes later or maybe 10 minutes later, well, who knows? The guest will be here. The
Holy
podcast guest
shit,
will
you're
be.
right. Time does fly.
Yeah, time does
Dude, it's
fly.
already like it's
Yeah.
been 10 minutes.
But let me
Fuck
finish
me.
this the thing first then. So we're gonna have a podcast like maybe 10, 15 minutes later. Title will be VRChat content creator and kidnapping. If you well, believe no one is watching it this right now, but I just want to say it. If you feel free, if you like this thing, stay tuned with us. We'll be back in 10, 15 minutes later, and hope I can see you guys later. All right, Mips, cut.